Today we're going to discuss the harsh truth of why you guys are getting fatter and fatter, okay?
He's just trying to show y'all tough love. Just let him do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard me tell you when I was fat and I had titties, I was holding that baby, and that baby was trying to suck my titty, and everybody laughed at me.
Okay.
I needed that. And when they laughed at me, I was able to be naked.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a gangster. You know, when everybody laughing, they trying to, like, secretly laugh, but you seeing everything.
You
And they
peep that shit. You like, oh,
And
this
then I'm like, man, here, take the baby. When I said take the baby,
Listen, guys, there are two types of fats. The fat that you can visibly see, and then the visceral fat that's around your organs that may cause you to go to the hospital.
All right, guys, we don't want anyone going to the hospital.
Or looking like a big bag. So make sure you guys listen to these 7 tips on how to get rid of belly fat. And make sure you stick around till the end, because the 7th tip is the most important tip on how to get these results. Let's get straight into it. Yes, sir. Tip number one, guys, listen, man, the honest truth is stop stuffing your face, okay? Stop binge eating. It's really easy to gain weight, but it's really hard to get rid of it.
Yeah, definitely, like, what I would recommend, especially, like, when it comes, like, snacks and whatnot, if you don't have it in your household, then that's the easiest way to avoid snacking on the wrong type of stuff. So make sure to, yeah, like you said, like, avoid foods that you'll...
That's gonna give you that belly.
hush up, boy, as my mother would say.
For real, like foods that are like that you're like comfortable eating, especially like if you're stressed or whatever, like cookies, all that. I'm guilty of it too. Like what I always do is just definitely just avoid getting it. Just get all the stuff you need, like your protein, your eggs, like stuff you can cook, and then have it prepared already so you can just portion it out and eat it.
Usually, guys, you notice when you go to the grocery store, they have like the processed food like in the middle of the store.
Yeah, usually around the middle. So like what I learned in health class like a long time ago, I don't know why I remember this, but what my health teacher told me is like on the outside of any grocery store is the stuff you'll need the most. So like you'll see like the eggs and the poultry are all kind of like on the edges, and then you've also got your like your vegetables and stuff,
and your protein, your salmon, chicken,
the right grains, everything will be on the outside. So technically, if you're shopping on the outside of the restaurant, you get all the stuff you need, nuts.
Yeah, so stay out the middle section. If I see y'all in the middle section of the store, I'm gonna come up in here, I'm gonna throw y'all out, man. And that's tip number 1, man. Tip number two, something that I really noticed was I wasn't consuming enough protein. It's very important to make sure you're consuming protein because protein allows you to stay satiated. A lot of times when you fill it up on carbs and you're filling it up on just sugars and processed foods, it's not filling, but that protein is gonna allow you to feel satiated, and that's gonna help you build muscle, and that's gonna make it easier for you to lose that weight. Yes, guys, and I have a sweet tooth, and I love to have good food, so something that I take is Legion supplements, guys. Legion supplements is very helpful. They have different flavors. They have the cinnamon cereal, they have the mint chocolate. Johnny B and I take it all the time, and this is something easy because we're on the go, because we're moving around. This is something very easy, and that way when I want like a chocolatey treat or I want like a cinnamon type of taste, this is what I have. They also have the cookie dough protein bars that are like my little cookie treats, so I'm always like, I try to have like 1 or 2 of those throughout the week just so I can still feel as though I'm having like a cookie bar, even though it's a healthy bar that has protein. So I highly recommend tapping in with this. The link is in the description below, guys. We have to consume more protein. When we're going to these places like Chipotle, they're giving us a bunch of carbs. You know, you're going to Popeyes, it's just carbs and fats, and that's what's making that belly bigger. So if you're trying to get rid of that belly, you might want to load up on your protein. It doesn't have to just be with supplements, obviously. You want to make sure you're having your chicken breast, you want to make sure you're having your steak and your salmon.
Pretty much spot on. Yeah, the protein definitely helps you rebuild that muscle because it's all a building process at the end of the day, and those are your building blocks to help you build more muscle. So the more protein you take in after your exercise, the better for your recovery and your muscle strength gain and overall health. So make sure to stick with it.
Yeah, man. So we gotta get rid of that belly. All right, so man, make sure y'all get this protein, man. Tap in. Step three, listen, man, stop surrounding yourself with them big back friends, okay? They making you fat, okay? Honestly, when I realized I have certain friends that I hang out with for fun, and I have certain friends that I go to the gym with. So it's like when I'm seeing my friends that I hang out with too much, that's a problem. I need to be seeing my gym friends. And it's not to be, it's not to be harsh, not to be shallow, but you really want to make sure you surround yourself with people who are going to push you. Like Johnny B's going to hold me accountable. He's like, hey man, don't eat that. Hold off on that, man. Just wait, do that later on. But if you're always around those friends, like, oh man, you're doing too much. You go to the gym all the time. Eat, drink, drink alcohol, do whatever you want to do. Like once a week, no, do it 3 times a week. Like come have a glass of wine with me. That's how you're gonna put on 20, 30 pounds and not realize how you did it.
Yeah, the circle makes a big difference. Like you can still be friends with people like that, but you got to make sure that you just set your boundaries and let them know, hey, I have these goals. I really need to like lock in and just stay focused and stay consistent. And then you'll eventually, like, you will find people that are in that same like mental space, so then they'll help you push yourself up to the next.
Yeah, like Johnny B only dates girls that are super fit. Like,
This man's trying to.
I'm just kidding, y'all. No. Listen, we love what's on the inside, man. Beauty is on the inside, all right? But make sure you guys surround yourself with positive influences, and also encourage your friends. Maybe push your friends. If you see a friend that is struggling, that does, indulge, maybe tell your friend, hey, let's do a 30-day challenge and we're gonna do no sweets. So tap in with that, man, and that's tip number 3. I'm gonna tell you the reason why a lot of you guys are getting that belly, because y'all still on that couch. Go to the gym, man. Listen, some of y'all scared. I get it. You guys have never lifted weight before. I get it. I remember when I first started training. I remember how uncomfortable it felt, and I remember how intimidating it was. But get a trainer. Go with a friend who is in shape, whatever the case may be, or sign up for my Patreon. Link is in the description below, and I'll provide you guys with a weekly workout plan and online virtual coaching to help you get right. But you really want to make sure you're in the gym at least 3 times a week, guys. Listen. Some of these people think when they see J Bull, they see myself, like, man, you guys must be in the gym 6 days a week, 2 times a day. Or they definitely that when they see J Bull. But, listen, guys, I'm in the gym 5 days a week, man. So if you're just trying to get in shape, and I have abs, I have visible abs. But if you're just trying to get rid of the belly, guys, 3 days is enough. 3 days and not binge eating is all you need. Just 3 full body days. Johnny B, you got any recommendations?
Oh yeah, I used to always just get on YouTube, look at different workouts for different body parts you're trying to progress, and just start small. Like start with like three different workouts. And if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, try to find something that'll help supplement what you already know to add to your knowledge, and that'll help bring like some new motivation and some more consistency, and it'll help you change up your plan a little bit so you can get more results. So, because sometimes when you change it up a little bit, it'll help you in the long run. So you want to just do anything you can to just make sure to get in there. It's the most important. Don't worry about like what everyone else is doing. Just make sure to focus on yourself, and you will see results. I'm telling you, just got to stick with it.
And I know some of y'all are gonna keep eating the nonsense, gonna keep eating the junk food, and that's cool. But I'm telling you, if you want to combat some of that weight gain, go to the gym. You burn a ton of calories in the gym, especially doing things such as squats, pull-ups, deadlifts, RDLs. Those different movements are going to allow you to burn a ton of calories, where when you do have your McDonald's once a week, it doesn't affect you and throw you off so much. So guys, start somewhere. I know we're throwing a lot at you, but just start somewhere, and that's going to allow you to get better and better. And that's tip 4. And make sure you guys get your steps in. Listen, I got my leanest when I started walking every day. When I started walking 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, that really changed my physique. Listen, guys, I have a lot going on. I'm making a ton of content, and I'm also working a 9 to 5, IT job. So it can be a lot. So sometimes during my lunch break, I will go for that 30-minute walk just to, release the stress from my mind. So guys, you can really be killing 2 birds with 1 stone just by getting in those steps and just increasing your activity level. And it gets you used to moving your body, especially for those of you who maybe never played a sport. Like I do, I have some clients that never played a sport, and fitness is new to them. So I do start them with just, walking and maybe 2 workouts a week just to get them moving around.
Yeah, like you said. And then you could even do it on the weekends too. Just find, like, you go to an event or just walk around the neighborhood or just walking around the city, just probably find some cool stuff. It's nothing major. You just got to make sure to walk, because walking is actually really good for your overall health. Like walking for at least 30 minutes a day is perfect, and it'll help your metabolism and helps your overall, like, your heart health, your blood circulation. So just make sure to try to just move around a little bit just to keep yourself fit. Yeah, and if you see that girl in the gym you like, man, get her number, because women, y'all love to talk. So get her number and go on a walk with her. You guys will walk. She could express her feelings and all. Listen to her. It's always about the dates.
All of that, okay? But get those steps in, all right? That's tip 5. You really want to make sure you manage your stress. Something that everyone struggles with, or at least I struggle with, is when I do have a lot going on, when I'm working a lot, when I'm moving around and I get stressed out, I just want to eat. I want to eat, things that I shouldn't be eating. So you really want to make sure that you're working on that. And I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. A lot of us, we get stressed out and we start to emotionally eat, but find healthy alternatives, find healthier snacks, or go on that walk as we mentioned previously, or just take a second to pause and really ask yourself, why do you want to eat what you're about to eat? Because honestly, if you really pay attention, you'll notice that you just want to eat that because you're stressed, and you're using it as a sign of relief, just to help you relieve all the stress that's going on. So I really say, if you really want to get those results and lose that belly fat, you really want to make sure you're managing your stress.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and also like avoid looking at things, or like certain like sometimes you have to shut off the news and all that, or just like certain like videos that you'll see online. Just like try to avoid things that will agitate you, especially if you're in a stressed state. Do something like go on a walk to cool down, or just like talk to one of your good friends, talk on the phone, just talk to someone to help yourself just de-stress and decompress. And like sometimes you just gotta step back and just close your eyes and be like, all right, it's not as bad as I think it is, because there's always gonna be ups and downs. You gotta know that. So
yeah, no, he's absolutely right. And don't call your big back friend, because you know they're gonna tell you to eat that food, man. That's tip 6. Last tip of the day, guys. The last tip of the day, guys. Stay patient, okay? Because what you're gonna realize is it's a process. But if you're doing what you need to do, you'll get the results, and it will come 2 to 3 months. You guys will see the results if you're doing what you're supposed to do. If you're getting your steps in, if you're not binge eating, if you're managing your stress, the results will come. But you got to give it time, and maybe you don't notice it, but other people may start to notice it. They may say, "Hey, man, I noticed that belly ain't hanging out over the jeans like how it was before." So make sure you just stay patient, and the changes will come. And once the changes do start to come, it really is going to motivate you to go even harder. That I can really speak to that. Like, some people, they have a hard time getting it going, but once it does come, then it's easy for them, and they want to move closer and closer to attaining their goals.
Yeah, that's the goal. It's just like, it's not like a sprint. Remember, it's like a marathon. So like muscle building, it's gonna happen over time. And just like, if you take a picture from when you first start, like try to take pictures often, but hold one picture that you see of yourself now, and then look at yourself a year later. I know like sometimes it feels like you're not really making progress, but once you look at those 2 photos of yourself a year apart, you'll see a big difference. And it's like you say, you just got to stay consistent, and it'll help you motivate yourself to keep going, because that's all it takes. You just got to keep just look at it each day as a step towards where you want to be.
Yeah, man, Jay, they appreciate you, man. And that's tip 7. Yes, sir. Listen, man, those are the 7 tips for how to get rid of belly fat, because we got to get rid of that belly, okay? Because some of y'all, we try to get y'all right, man. Summertime right around the corner, okay? And I promise you, I understand we said a lot of tips, but choose 2 to 3 of those tips and start implementing that, and eventually build up to the 7, and you'll get the results you want, man. Johnny B, man, appreciate you for coming on. Man. Hey, listen, man, make sure y'all top with the supplements, man. Get the protein. Listen, it's on sale. Use the code word CHIEF. You'll get 20% off. They're doing a buy one, get one 50% off, because they're trying to buy y'all out that big back activity, okay? So make sure y'all click the link below and get what you need. Also, man, if you guys need coaching, man, sign up for the Patreon. That's going to allow you to really get right, know what you're doing whenever you go into the gym, because a lot of us are confused and don't really know what to do. J-Boy, you got anything to add?
Oh, no, he nailed everything.
Hey, man, all I can say is, if you ain't subscribed, I really don't know what you're doing, man.
Hey, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for my dude.
Man, CP Nation, man. CP Nation, we out.